Our last indicator of a thriving congregation is really about having a plan and developing good process and good systems. And so we need to have a plan and process for, in particular, onboarding and equipping leaders. We have leaders that aren't always clear about our missional values. What's our purpose? What's our priorities? What's our values? We don't give them a roadmap. We don't give them a job description. We don't align them with a mentor to be successful. But in essence, we have to do a really good job of how we select leaders, how we invite them into ministry, how we onboard them, and how we support them. So we need good process across the board. But one of the things we've noticed is thriving congregations pay attention to developing and equipping and supporting their leaders. And we often use the illustration that we need to get the right people on the bus and in the right seats. And so often we haven't thought about what people are passionate about. We haven't thought about their skill set. We haven't thought about how they're connected. We haven't discerned their spiritual journey. But how do we get the right people in the right positions? Rather than just twisting arms and elbows and saying, oh, this won't take long, you can do a great job. Actually, how do we do it? Inviting people with the understanding that you're inviting them to live more fully into God's callings in their lives. How do we understand this? Invitation is really a spiritual discernment process that we should be paying attention to. This is holy conversations. But just as important of getting the right people on the bus and in the right seats, sometimes before we can bring leaders on, we actually need to get the wrong people either in a different seat and sometimes even off the bus, especially if they're negative, if they're gossipers, if they're burnt out, they're already overwhelmed. How do we get the right people on the bus and in the right seats and remove those that are a hindrance to furthering God's mission? And the last thing I'll lift up is we need a process to understand that this inviting, equipping, onboarding, and developing our leaders is really a year-round process. We don't just do it sporadically. We actually need a team that's paying attention to the nominating process, but in essence, how we engage all members throughout the year, helping them continue to go deeper and deeper in their sense of calling and using their gifts for the sake of God's kingdom. So think about that sixth indicator. How are you equipping and empowering your leaders to do their best work so they can live into God's dreams for your congregation and the world?